We're trying to make sure we vaccinate as many employees and students, eligible students, as much as we can.
And the target is to have an 80% vaccination rate. According to GDOE Superintendent John Fernandez, at least 70% of school site employees have taken the shot, but more work needs to be done to get students vaccinated.
Based on today's statistics, or the latest statistics, we'll be at about 50% for the 16 to 19-year-olds and about 30% for the 12 to 15-year-olds. So we're really discussing, ways in which we can try to move those numbers even more towards that 80% by the time the school year starts.
Fernandez says GDOE is looking at the possibility of making a COVID shot mandatory for eligible students to return to campus for face-to-face instruction.
We know that GRMC, issued a mandate for all of its employees to be vaccinated. I'm wanting to discuss with the governor and lieutenant governor the possibility of requiring students to be vaccinated, and whether or not that's something that is able to be done legally, right, and whether that's something that people would think would be a good, policy to implement, just to promote safety in schools, but also to get our kids back to school safely and get them back into a regular routine.
If COVID vaccinations are mandatory, Fernandez is hoping that it would remove the 3 feet social distancing requirement in the classrooms.
Because we know that the CDC said that if you're fully vaccinated, the physical distancing and other requirements are going to be less critical once the vaccinations are 100%.
Mandatory vaccinations have been widely discussed amongst the governor's physicians advisory group. PAG chairperson Dr. Hoa Nguyen says it wouldn't be much different than the requirement currently in place for TB skin tests in order for students to attend school.
We mandate people to have PPD skin tests to be safe, but that's infectious, right? And COVID-19, the same thing. There's possibility that you can mandate students go back. That's why we try to push so hard during this summer for the kid to be vaccinated, because that 3 feet distance need to go away, by next year.
KUAM has also confirmed the issue is being discussed at the Department of Public Health. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Sabrina Salas, Matanani.